Hey ABC, it's Greeno. Happy Monday. Took the day off. Just wanted to hang out and spin records. Actually tried it Friday, didn't work out, so screw it. Doing it today. Ran into some really cool stuff over the weekend. Tried to stay out of the shops and it didn't work, but happy I went. So got a pretty good stack here. Hopefully this video won't be too long, so we'll kind of jump right into it. First up, a little so to speak. Got a tangerine Italian soda. This is a killer shit. Found this at Whole Foods. I don't drink caffeine, so I'm always looking for weird sodas. And then to come across Grown Man Records doing the so to speak thing, and Aaron now is turned into the soda theologian. He's always showing stuff, so I'm jumping in. Really cool stuff. Italian soda, I don't know what the hell that means, but it's good. So kind of jump in here. What's playing in the background, if you can even hear it, is another one for Aaron. I'm actually playing the CD, but I'll show you the vinyl. Here's the CD, if you can see that. And that's a reissue on Old Metal Records. But it's another Shrapnel release. Amazing album. Last video I showed Dr. Mastermind. Love that album. But this is probably the best Shrapnel to me. The best release they ever did. It's Griffin, Flight of the Griffin. Band from San Francisco. And this is just pure metal, man. It ranks up there. Jag Panzer, all that stuff. I mean, this has elements of the early Maiden with Diano singing. It's just a Shrapnel label. Hopefully it's not a weird. So if you haven't heard this Shrapnel, Aaron, or anybody else, do so. Fantastic album. They had a second album. I don't believe it came out on Shrapnel. I can't remember. I have a copy of it. It's on Steam Hammer, I think. Okay, kind of jump in. Came across this new magazine. Just thought I'd give everybody into metal a heads up out there. I found this at Wonder Books, and it's like 3 issues old. They got a couple, or I guess a third issue getting ready to come out since this one. But this is number 9, Iron Fist. It's a UK magazine, and it's just killer. It's a metal magazine, but it isn't all new stuff. It's a mixture, and it's kind of geared towards 80s, early 90s. You know, it's got some, definitely heavy on the 80s stuff. You can see this one, Twisted Sister and Anthrax, Scorpions. But it also has newer bands that kind of fit into that, and it also covers like the 90s death, black metal stuff too, which I'm not into, but that's cool. You know, it's part of the retro thing, I guess. But killer magazine. And like I said, I'd never heard of it, so I jumped online and was able to find some more issues on eBay for, it's $11 brand new, you know, import magazine, whatever. But basically I got these off eBay after shipping and everything for $11, $12, so it's right around the new price. This is issue number 5 at Dio. Article on Satan. This is number 10. You can see it has a Hyrax, Doro, Autopsy, Oz, Hellion. Just a really cool magazine. I haven't read the other 3 that I've picked up. They just started coming in. This will be what I'll be reading for the next couple weeks, as I have time. and this is number 6. King Diamond, Merciful Fate on the cover. Saint Vitus, Onslaught, Warlord, Vomitor, which I don't know anything about. I'm guessing it's one of the death metal, black metal things. But anyways, if you're into old school metal, you know, and it's not just, I mean, you're talking to these guys today about old stuff and what they're doing today. So it's not just total, you know, sitting around talking about the good old days. It's bands that are doing stuff today, and occasionally articles on just a cool old album or whatever. And what's really cool is in each issue in the back, they call it a Heavy Metal Hunter, I think, is a couple pages on a collector, and they talk to him about their metal collection. Really cool. Alright, so let's jump into it here. First thing up was a trade with the newer VC member, Eric Dust. Just a few weeks back, and I forgot to show it in the last video. And Eric, if you're out there still watching, I haven't seen you make a video for a while, so hope you're still around. Thanks for the trade, dude. Been wanting this album forever, and extremely happy to finally have it. It's Spread Eagle. Killer band. It's like early 90s. This had Switchblade Serenade on it. Kind of that sleazy rock metal, you know, that kind of come in there in the late 80s, early 90s. And this is just a rockin' album. Really cool band. So, thanks a lot, Eric, man. You helped me mark one off of the mental want list. Alright, like I say, there's some stuff in here I picked up yesterday, or actually Saturday, and stuff came in the mail, stuff I've just been listening to, so we'll kind of roll through it here. First up, Iron Angel, Winds of War. This is on Steam Hammer, the original. Found this yesterday, or Saturday. I think this was their second album, they only did the 2, I think. Had this on a picture disc reissue, but I've been wanting to grab an original. Finally had the chance. Good price. This thing I've had for a while. I just checked it out the other day. It's Private Press, Jam Scam. These guys were out of Texas. It's like mid-80s, I think. Anyways, I don't see the date on it, but I'm pretty sure it was mid-80s. 86, and it's the singer here, I think it was, yep, signed it for somebody, put a little note to Cousin Carrie. But like I said, they were out of Texas. It's more just kind of hard rock, bordering on AOR kind of stuff, but Private Press, you know, grabbed it. Had this for a while. Just pulled it out, dropped the needle on it. Damien, Every Dog Has Its Day. Just good metal. These guys were out of Ohio, Toledo, I think. It's late 87. Really cool album. Alright, next, Mausoleum, if I remember right. And I think this was a one and done. This was their only album, Bloody Six, In the Name of Blood. Found this a while back. Just finally getting around to checking it out. I think they were from Switzerland or Sweden or something like that. It's pretty, I don't see the year on there. And like I said, it is a Mausoleum. Looks like it's from 85. Cool stuff, you know, just that mid-80s metal. Alright, next up, couldn't believe I found this. I'm like, cheap. I already have a copy, but I wasn't about to leave this for $10. Actually, this is an upgrade for me, so I was definitely happy to find it. Anthrax, Persistence of Time. in fantastic shape, and gold stamp promo with some little extras. Had the band picture and a bio from the label about the band, which is kind of funny. I was talking to LJ. I was excited to find all that stuff in there, and he's like, "Man, it's a little late for Anthrax. Why are they putting a bio in there if they don't know who Anthrax is by now?" It's like, that's true. I never thought about it. Or by that point, they didn't know who Anthrax was, you know. But I said, super happy to come across this. The other copy, I think I paid like $20 for, and in good shape, but not as good as this one. This vinyl looks pretty much unplayed. Alright, this band kind of got a lot of people talking about this band when this album came out not too long ago, and it was kind of on my list to check out, and I checked out a little bit, but it didn't quite hit me at the time, but it's hitting me now. I found this brand new Saturday, good price, cheap, and went ahead and grabbed it. I am freaking loving this album, man. But I've heard they've already broke up, which kind of sucks. And after actually reading a lot about them, I'm questioning whether it was an actual band or just kind of a side project thing. Anyways, but it's The Oath. This is just killer. Take Coven. Yeah, late 60s, early 70s satanic thing, you know. Take Coven, sorry, just kind of lost it. Take Coven and Sabbath and Ghost and Merciful Fate and just mix it all together, and it's this. This sounds like none of that, but when you mix it all together, it's that occult rock, whatever you want to call it. It's very much in that 70s vibe, but with 80s mixed in, and just really, really good. Female singer, female guitar player. The bass player is the bass player from Cadaver, and the drummer was in another band too, I can't remember. But just, this is fantastic, and you know, like I said, I think it was more of a just kind of a put together side project thing, and they broke up right before or right after this album come out. But who knows? I think this did pretty well, so maybe they'll might force them back together to try and do some more stuff. But and the cover is fantastic, I think, and not just because, you know, two hot chicks on the cover. It's just a really good, you know, it draws you in. It's got that 70s feel and an 80s feel to it at the same time. I don't know, I'm really impressed with this album. And I would say overall, if you dig the Coven album, was it Witchcraft, Destroys Minds and Reaps Souls, I think is the name of it, which I had this weird thing about. I really like that album. But if you like that, I believe you'll like this, but this is heavier, you know, but it has that feel to it with the female singer and everything. I don't know, really impressed. I remember Fitzy picking that up when it came out, and I think he dug it too. I found a high roller, Buffalo, Bones of the Beast. Buffalo was a new wave of British heavy metal band. Put out a couple singles, I think was kind of it. And like I said, this is on High Rollers, High Roller number 9, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And these are all recordings from 81, 82, and 94, 95. I think it's 95. Yeah. But unreleased stuff, you know. High Roller got a hold of it and put out a compilation of all of it. It's pretty good. It's really 3 or 4 really killer songs on here. The quality is up and down here and there, but nothing sucks. But you know, you can hear it going from, okay, this was recorded at a different time than that last album. Sounds different. Or that last song, I mean. But cool, and it's High Roller. I like to pick up High Roller stuff. Next up, blame this one on LJ. I'd never heard this album, and he kept going off about how great it is, and I was like, okay, it's King Diamond, I'll have to grab it. reissue of The Eye come in this week in the mail, and he showed it already and raved about it, and I'll basically say I dig it. Yeah, I've only spun it once so far, but I'll have to, it'll definitely get more spinning before it gets put on the shelf. By this time, was this like 1990? Yeah, I wasn't paying too much attention to some of the King Diamond stuff, and yeah, I missed this back in the day, which is cool. Now I can check it out. Another band I see a lot, people talking about online and all that, and I kind of just skipped over them because looking at the covers, I would see pictures come up and it's like, it's a black metal, death metal band, whatever. I'm not really into that. But finally I checked out a track and was really surprised, dug it. Kind of a mix, to me, kind of a mix of Motorhead and Venom and kind of sleazy thrown in. Really digging them. This is their second album. Evidently they put out a lot of singles and splits and all that, and then they have 2 albums out now. I have the first one ordered, waiting on it to come in, and I ran into this one over the weekend. It's Midnight, No Mercy for Mayhem. And you know, it totally looks like a black metal, death metal, I guess black metal kind of cover. But I haven't listened to this one yet. I've listened to most of the first one. Like I said, I'd ordered it and then ran across this one. But it's pretty cool, man. Digging this, what I've heard so far. Red vinyl. So hopefully this will be as good as the first one, which I'm excited to get. Waiting on it to come still. Alright, next up. This was probably the most expensive thing I picked up over the weekend, and I think still usually gives me a pretty good break on everything. Still ended up, it's like 18 bucks after he gave me some percent off. I think I've had this on CD for a while. It's Blitzkrieg, Time of Changes. Just new wave of British heavy metal band. It's from '85 on Neat Records. I mean, you know. Can't pass up Neat. But I've wanted to pick this up on vinyl for a while. I'm just super happy came across it. And a pretty good price. Goes more than that on eBay. And I had to grab this. Just I already have a copy, but the Badlands debut. I mean, come on. This is just a killer heavy blues / metal, hard rock, whatever album. Just fantastic album. And this completely blew my mind. Actually talking about this album the other day in the last video, I think. I got the new Wolf and really digging it. Devil Seed just come out and listening to it. It's like, man, such a cool band. And I originally found Wolf through the album Evil Star. And it's like, man, I'd kill to find that on vinyl. Went looking around, and I don't think I found it anywhere other than, I found it somewhere, but it was just like stupid price. I don't even think it was on eBay. But anyways, it was like, yeah, mark that one off. I'll probably never come across it. And what happens? Sitting in the store, got 20 bucks on it. I probably got it for 17, I guess. Just completely love this album. If you haven't heard Wolf and you want to start out, or you want to check out Wolf, start out with this album, Evil Star. Just a killer band, and still going strong. Another one, new band I've seen on the internet and thought I would kind of check out. Pretty cheap, so I grabbed it. Speed Wolf. I think these guys are kind of like a speed metal, punkish kind of thing. I haven't checked this out yet. You know, probably ended up 11, 12 bucks for it new, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Some more Neat stuff. Not literally, but the label Neat. Venom Nightmare 12-inch single on Neat. Let's see if we got the label here. Killer. And Venom Warhead on mute also. Another 12-inch single. Warfare Total Death EP. 12-inch EP, single, whatever you want to say. I think there's, well, actually there's 4 tracks. So I grabbed that. He said he had a couple other ones, and then they already were sold. I was like, got there too late. And also grabbed this, At War, Infidel. Saw Scott Waters show this. I think it was Scott. Yeah, it was Scott. And I remember when this came out, and I missed it. And after seeing the video, I made a mental note. I was like, man, I gotta watch for that if it pops back up somewhere. It was pretty cheap, so I went and grabbed it. Brad, it was like $12, something like that. And really happy to find this, Malaya Rage Live Kill. You guys were from Boston. It's like 88 or so, 89. Just good thrash. And the last one I've had for a while, Bonded by Blood, Exiled to Earth. And Bonded by Blood was one of those thrash revivalist bands there from a few years back. Killer stuff. All the At War is on Heavy Artillery. Just completely love that label. Come across anything on Heavy Artillery, check it out. It's definitely worth checking out. I think they're not around anymore. Somebody bought them up, and I think it was Century Media, one of the bigger labels, metal labels. And but I don't know what happened to, you know, all the bands that were on there, or what the hell happened. I had heard they got bought up, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's it. Like I said, totally ran into a pretty good haul there when I went into that shop, and he had taken in a good collection. So wish that would happen more often. My wallet doesn't, but I do. So, alright, that's it for now. I got like a ton of stuff coming in the mail, like way too much stuff, but winter's coming, so we're bulking up. And got a lot of listening to do here. Hope everybody's doing well, and I've been watching all the videos. Like I said, sometimes I don't comment, but I'm keeping an eye on all of you. So I hope everybody's doing well, like I said, and see you in the next video.